So let me make a couple of predictions on what's going to happen with Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan came out yesterday and he seemed to be not really fazed by this, but he doesn't mind if you put restrictions on the show, far as, a warning.
Quick question. Do you care about the links below? My belief is if YouTube changed every link to the CDC to hardcore porn, no one would notice for 6 months.
Amen.
No one clicks them.
Nope.
It makes no difference to me.
Nope.
Even when it says this could have information that's not right. No one cares. If they want to have that, that's the company wanting a disclaimer. They just want to not get in trouble. And if they want to put their little thing up there, as long as they keep the information and the show available, they want that little out, they can have it. I don't care about that at all.
Yeah, it's not just a little out. They do try. It does move people to go, well, maybe he's a little crazy. Personally, that makes me go, maybe I should listen more to him.
But I mean, it's not. You should have both sides of the information. You shouldn't just believe the first thing you watch on YouTube. Look at both.
Let me get into this here just a bit.
Sure.
Okay, here's what's going to happen with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan can say right now, I don't mind having people from the other side, but he's going to find it impossible to book people on the other side. Impossible. Right. Okay, because it's an opinion show, and that's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear the voices they can hear on CNN all the time.
It's going to make his show suck.
If they actually can book them.
I mean,
do you think we can? We have tried to get reasonable people who disagree with us on the other side
Most
forever.
Of the time is no. They don't want to do it.
90% of the time plus.
Now, he did have Sanjay Gupta on relatively recently.
And do you want to go on after what he did to Sanjay Gupta? And he was right.
I don't think I thought it was there were parts of it that were combative. But generally speaking, I watched the whole interview, and it was generally speaking an interesting interview.
I guarantee you, it's not like The View, where conservative can be ripped apart by lions every single day, and we just keep going.
It's never going to be good enough for these people, too.
It's never going to be good
I hope he's saying that as lip service and is going to do the show the way he wants to do it. That's what I hope comes out of this.
People listen to Joe Rogan because they hear people that they don't hear in the mainstream media. Mm-hmm. He's a mainstream Art Bell in some ways. You know what I mean? He's not off the end like that, but he is. You're listening to the guests that he has on because you won't hear them anyplace else, and he's interesting. He doesn't have to be fair and balanced. He doesn't have to listen to both sides of anything. Neither do you. You should, but neither do you. His role in society is talking to people he thinks are interesting, that he thinks need to be heard. Fauci doesn't need Rogan to be heard. He's heard all the time, everywhere. By the way, when are the elites going to have the tables turned on them? I mean, they're insisting that you have to give the other side on an opinion program, while the Fair and Balanced News can cancel anyone they deem wrong at the time. Even if those people have been really respected until this one disagreement, and they eventually turn out to be right. No, we've got to not only not let them talk on our show, they can't talk anywhere. Because how dare you say masks don't work? How dare you say the vaccine will allow you to get COVID and then still spread it? Are you crazy? Shut up. Don't listen to them. When is the news media going to be forced to have somebody on that shatters their worldview? Why is Joe Rogan? Why are the people on the right only ones being held to a standard of journalism of the good old bygone days when journalists don't even acknowledge that there's even another side to the story? Here's Joe Rogan's job. He's got 3. As I see it, he's got 3. Get as high as you possibly can. Then talk to somebody that you're not going to find on any other show. And then ask questions that the regular people would ask. That's his job. And that's why people listen to him. That is the Joe Rogan Experience. So here's what I think is going to happen. I don't think Joe's going to sell out. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. When you're in this situation, you find out if you're that kind of guy. And if he's that kind of guy, he will fail. But I don't think he's going to sell out. I don't think he's going to fail. In fact, I talked to somebody yesterday who was really, really good on this kind of stuff and said it won't be this time, but they're going to come after him another time. But I think the times have changed. Remember, Cheryl Atkinson wrote a book where it says they started cancel culture and perfected it with me. Well, that's been 12 years ago. No, more than that, like 14 years ago. I think it's over. And I think it's going to take somebody like Joe Rogan who just says, I don't care. My prediction is he's not only going to survive, I think he's going to thrive. He's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And this was the moment, the Joe Rogan Experience, when I saw the stock market affected because he was smoking, marijuana with Elon Musk. And the guys on CNBC and CNN were like, what's happening to the Tesla stock? What could that be? And I'm like, because he was smoking dope with Joe Rogan? What you are completely unaware of this? That was the moment that I thought to myself, the mainstream media is now over because they are not paying attention to the culture of America at all. They're in their little ivory tower and they don't see it. That was the end of them. The end of the cancel culture just might be Joe Rogan. Because people are sick of it. And they just want somebody to stand up. And Joe's a normal guy. And he's going to stand up and go, yeah, don't worry about them. I don't really care. He thrives. He's not canceled. As long as he doesn't sell out, he'll thrive.